Hi you guys, welcome to Scrapfaire Knits. My name is Charity, also known as Scrapfaire on Instagram and Ravelry, and it's been a little while. Mostly because before we went on our fall vacation, we went to Las Vegas and then out to Austin, Texas for a few days because I have time off from work in the middle of October. So I wanted to record right before we left, but was unable to get my stuff together to do that. So I finished a couple of objects just in time for the trip. I had been working on these. These were the Regia Cotton Perfect socks that I knit for my husband. So I finished these literally the night before our plane left. We had to be at the airport at like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I don't know, I'm taking these off the blockers because I will not be reusing those blockers later. But I finished a pair for him and a pair for me. So these are lollipop yarn in the Yarn Bomb colorway. And so I got to wear these on my trip. And my husband got to wear his cotton Regia socks. This is an OMG heel. I'm not sure that I'd done an OMG heel before, but I successfully completed it. And these fit him really well. They don't look, I didn't do the most beautiful job, but that part's in a shoe. He doesn't care. He thinks they wear great. I will have to say, when I first started knitting with this cotton Regia, I didn't think it was hurting my hands, but by the time I got through with one sock, I was like, oh, I don't even want to work on those. But thankfully, Yarn Hoarder has a year-long sockathon, and I could enter those. So that kind of, when I remembered that, that kind of boosted me to finish. And then this is just my normal afterthought heel that I love. This is kind of my version of the Susan B. Anderson, and I usually do a wedge toe. I've been trying to branch out and try some new stuff, so you'll see that in my whips that I have coming up. I have really been loving all of the festive sock knitting that's been going on, and I have to say, you guys, terribly inspired to buy lots of holiday sock yarn. I started early this year. Like I have plenty of yarn in my stash, but I was feeling dreadfully low on holiday colorways, and that's all I want to knit right now for some reason. So it has nothing to do with Instagram, okay? Nothing at all. Don't worry about Instagram. And I have actually shown this yarn when I got it. It is this is a hoe. I got Ho 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 here to show you. So this is a hoe. This is a crazy zobber ball in the colorway. I'm going to call it Mallerwinkle, and I'm going to show it to you. Come on, focus. Focus right there. Yeah. I don't know if you can read that. I'll put it in the show notes. It's Mallerwinkle. And I think this is stunning. This is a Vanilla is the New Black heel, which I have done before on a pair of socks for my husband. I started this pair for me, but I believe it's going to be a gift for my very special goddaughter. And I've already started the second sock because A, she loves anything rainbow, and this isn't a holiday rainbow, still reminds me of Whoville. But if this isn't a beautiful rainbow colored sock that will make her heart sing, I don't know what is. And I've already started the second sock. I cast this on last night. I don't remember exactly how long this took me to finish, but I'm pretty sure I put the start date in Ravelry. I like this heel a lot, and I think it's a really good heel since her feet are a little bit longer than mine. I haven't blocked these out yet, but this is loose for me on my foot. So I wear size 8 US, and she wears an 8.5. So I think this look is so pretty, guys. And so this is, like I said, this is the Vanilla is the New Black heel, and I think it knit up really nice in this yarn. I've knit it before with some yarn that was striping, and I didn't love it, but because of the way this does stripe, I think it looks really good. So I'm going to highly recommend, I love the Vanilla is the New Black pattern, so I'm going to highly recommend that you try that for your future sock knitting. And then I just wound up getting all of my holiday sock yarn out. I won some yarn last year on an Instagram contest from Dizzy Owl Yarns, and I don't know if they ever actually had a shop. All they have on their business card is a Facebook, no, a Gmail, and they are in Scotland. So Dizzy Owl Yarns, they're in Scotland. This yarn did not come with a colorway name, and I thought, it got sent to the wrong address. So when it came, it was all twisted up together, and I thought it was a striping yarn, but it was just two separate balls. It was a smaller ball, I think a 70-gram ball of this green, and I didn't weigh it. I should have, maybe a 30-gram ball of this red. And this is a heel flapping gusset, which I never knit. The only one I've knit is in my Rose City rollers, which I love wearing. I really need to unpick them and make them longer, but I know I'm never going to do that. So I wear them all the time, so I made myself this gloriously sparkly shorty sock, and I've already started the second one, and then I thought I was going to pull out my heel flap because I didn't think I was happy with it. So I'm really sorry if this upsets you, seeing this sock not on needles, but on looking at it today, I'm not upset with how it looks. Like, I thought this part was really folded in after my turn. I'm just going to pick up these stitches and continue on because it looks fine. It looks fine to me now, so I was really unhappy with it, and I kind of put it in timeout, but I don't know why I did that. So that's hoe number 2, ho ho. And hoe number 3 is my gorgeous gingerbread sock. I got this sock yarn last year, you guys. I set an alarm on my phone, and I was out to dinner with some friends at a really cool restaurant I'd never been to before, and it was time to buy this yarn, and I logged on to Etsy, and I bought this yarn, and I got off, and I was like, I'm sorry, I had to buy a skein of yarn. So these are my gingerbread socks, and I'm holding it really close to the camera because I want you to see how special that pink stripe is and all the gloriousness that is within it, because I don't think I appreciated that at all. Jinx did an amazing job with this colorway. It kind of just took my breath away. And so I had a little ball of BFL that a friend of mine sent me, a little mini of BFL in this green, and I was knitting. I was like, I have a green mini somewhere that I need to put with this. So I haven't seen these with a green heel and toe before, and so I put one in there, and I like it. This is an OMG heel, and this is a star toe, and I really like this toe. I think Kay, the crazy sock lady, does this toe. I love this toe. So I haven't cast on the second sock of this one yet, so this is ho ho ho. And this is the only one I haven't started the third sock on yet. But I was doing a sock challenge to learn some new heels and toes with Dana Gervais Designs. She does this a few times a year. This was the last time she was doing it for this year. And this is as far as I got because I was trying a new heel and it wasn't going very well for me. So I need to pull out the few stitches of red that are my heel, and there's a big hole on the side. This was like the third time. I don't know where it is now. It's the third time I tried to knit this heel, and I was getting a hole in one side right after I started. But I've already got a pair of socks in this colorway. This is Lollipop Yarns in the Carol of the Bells, and I didn't use the mini skein for heels and toes that came with it. So this is a this is a rounded toe. But it's a toe construction I've never done before, and I love the way it looks. I don't think it will not have this little blippy part when I finish out my sock, because this will be on the inside. But I love, it's so pretty. I know you can't see it, but the increases are spaced way out. It's a toe-up sock, which I don't normally knit either. And I really like it. And so I do have enough in my leftovers from my pair from last year to actually do a shorty pair. So I have 2 shorty pairs. I love wearing shorty socks around the house, or if I have blue jeans on, and I have some short boots that I also usually wear shorty socks with, because I don't necessarily want my socks hanging out the top of my boots. I usually have leggings on with those, and so that's kind of why I want a couple of pair of shorty socks. And I have to tell you, it's really my these beautiful Zauberball socks have been my work sock knitting until I started doing the sock challenge. And they are really, they're the ones that have taken me the longest. The rest of them I cast on really quickly and cast off, and these are my favorite. I love these, and this is BFL. These will be my first BFL socks. This is her BFL base, which is BFL nylon, and it's softer than, say, a Regia, but it's not as soft as a Merino, and I love it because my Regia socks, yeah, my Regia socks, they're not Regia, they're Wisdom socks. My Wisdom brand socks I think are spectacular, and they just, oh, they wear so well. I love them. So I'm really thinking I will enjoy those. So that's 4 pair of holiday socks that I have and in progress. And then really, most of the socks that are in my drawer, well, I only have 2 pairs in here because the rest of them I've worn and they've been. So the 2 pair that are in here, wow, I didn't weave in an end last year. I've been wearing these socks, y'all, and I didn't weave in that in. That's okay. These are my Carol of the Bell socks that I knit last year, and I used this gray. It's gray cashmere from Knit Picks, and I can't remember what it's called, but it's their cashmere nylon yarn. So I just thought the darker gray would look so pretty, and I think it does. So that's my already knit pair of Carol of the Bells, and this is my Lollipop. I love these so much, y'all. They're so fuzzy. Maybe it won't come off on camera, but these are her Lollipop Joan from Lollipop's Oh Christmas Tree colorway. And I actually gifted the leftovers of this to someone online. We did a little swap. She gave me some Noro, which I've never had, and I have not knitted up. It's really pretty. I don't have an excuse. But anyway, I did use the mini that came with it on these socks, and they're so pretty and so happy. And thanks to peer pressure, not really. I saw Amy Florence do it, and I've seen other people do it also. I went and bought myself a box. Michael's had these at 70% off yesterday, you guys. So I got a box shaped like a book. I really, really liked the suitcase boxes, but if I had a suitcase box just for storage purposes, I'd want it to sit up like that, because the book I'll probably have like this. And if the seams on them didn't work that way, like they worked better not set up like that. So I'm gonna throw my couple of my already Christmas socks in there. There's plenty of room for the 4 pairs I have going right now. Well, 3, because one of them is not for me. And I have one more whip I want to show you, and I want to show it to you so that I will feel guilty and want to finish it. I just love, this is a good friend of mine, Lila. She is no longer with us, but she used to crochet, and this is one of her lap blankets, and this was a very special gift I got from her granddaughter, who's she's my everything, man. She's that person that you could call if you needed anything and know that if there is a way she can make it happen for you, it's gonna happen for you. She's part of my Northern Virginia family. She's not even just my friend, so I won't even say that. But this is my Lila blanket, and I love it. So I have that with me today. I did do some purple on the hair before I went to Vegas, and I'm enjoying that very much. I'm sorry I did not put on any lovely makeup for you. I just want to be us, you know. I want to be real for you. I'm going to show you, to shame myself into finishing this, how far I got on my Tegna. I'm pretty sure I was here when I last showed it. So I knit to the portion where you start the shoulder shaping. And I felt unable to do that on the plane on my trip, so I stopped. So let me hold both sides. I have the back part is just on, it's supposed to be on waist yarn, but I had an extra. This is why you should have many of these cords with your interchangeable needles. So I have that holding. So I've knit all of this, and now it's time for shoulder shaping, and then I get to knit the front side, and then I put sleeves on it, and it's done. So I'm gonna try to finish this up as soon as I finish some more sock knitting, because shoulder shaping seems intimidating, but I love this Tegna. And I'm praying I have enough yarn to finish it. Because I did not knit with the bottom colorway as long as I should. The blue should have been longer, and I don't know what else, you guys. Oh, and I have some things I forgot. So let me get those. Okay, I just went and got some things that I've purchased that I want to share with you. Oh, there's another finished object that I did not show you. I'm so sorry. I don't have it with me. I have mailed it off to its intended recipient, but I'm pretty sure she does not watch this on at least a regular basis, if she watches it at all. So I'm going to insert a picture here. And this hat is knit out of Lola Did It and the Droids colorway. It is some leftover yarn that I have from knitting a baby sweater. I can't remember if I did it earlier this year or the end of last year. I'm pretty sure it was the end of last year. Yes, I knit the baby sweater last year. So, or the first part of this year. It's been a crazy year, you guys. Anyway, it's the Droids colorway by Lola Did It. I did not follow a pattern, and much like my friend Amy Meeks, knit this hat more than one time because the first time I knit it was way too small for a grown-up human. The second time I knit it was way too short for a grown-up human, and this time it was just right. My husband tried it on, looked great on him. Then I blocked it and I deemed it suitable for gifting, and I washed it. I know I used soak, but I don't remember what scent. Probably the pineapple, but I may have finished up using my Celebration on that. I just recently finished up my first really big bottle of soak, which was kind of an achievement, but I have 2 more bottles. One in the Pineapple Garden. I think it's Pineapple Garden. It's the pineapple one. And then Fig, which is my personal favorite, so most of my hand knits get washed in it. But I like all the smells, but Fig is my favorite. And I have a bar of Tuft Woolens that I want to break out. But I gotta show you guys. I finally made a mustache yarn update for the Galactic Battle Saga, aka Star Wars colorways. I know. Woo! Just in time. Hashtag may the force knit with you. So I got my favorite droids. I got R2 and 3PO. Okay. And I got BB-8. And when I was getting the colorways, they were a lot listed, but they weren't all available. So, because I would put, like I put the Last Jedi colorway in my cart and it showed up as BB-8. And so, I mean, I checked out before I realized it. But I wrote a note to Stacy and I said, hey, I was trying to buy the Last Jedi colorway, but I got a BB-8. And she said, and I said, that's fine, but what's up? Is there a mistake? And she's like, no. She said, the Last Jedi colorway is coming up. It's not available yet, but, you know, BB-8 serves a placeholder or whatever. And she said, I'll refund you, but you kind of sound like you might want it. I was like, hey, I know, I'll take it because I'm going to knit a gift pair of socks for my husband. My husband loves BB-8 and he loves R2-D2. So I think I really want to do all the droids. So my initial thought, I think, was like the leg and foot be BB-8 with R2 cuffs and heels, but I could do a 3PO toe. I mean, they could all be in one pair of socks and it'd be so cute. And because I don't usually take I can knit myself if I do contrasting heels, toes, and cuffs. A pair of socks with just 50 grams. So I'm gonna knit him some Last Jedi socks too. I think we're both getting Last Jedi socks. And I have to tell you, so excited. I almost said a bad word, I'm sorry. But I had never caught an update with the Star Wars colorways where I had a chance to buy any. It was always too late. They were always sold out. So I'm so happy to have this yarn, and it's ridiculous, and it's in time for the movie. And as quickly as I have been knitting socks, we might go wear our Star Wars socks to the Star Wars movie. Wouldn't that be awesome? Also, the movie is the second night of Hanukkah, because Hanukkah starts December 12th, and our movie tickets are for Thursday, December the 14th, which I've already asked off work early, and people there think I'm a little crazy, but Star Wars galactic battles, you guys. Okay. Serenity now, right? The other thing that's been killing me is my friend Lauren, who, let's get the crinkling out of the way, who is the genius behind Lola Did It. She's got the best holiday colorways, yo. So, last year I was super sad because I waited too long to buy a skein of cornucopia. I wanted cornucopia cuff, heel and toe on some Merry Gentleman socks. I even told her that earlier this year, and then I missed out on buying the Merry Gentleman, and I've been sweating and sweating, but I wasn't going to miss cornucopia this year, because last year I just waited too long. And y'all, sometimes you can't buy right when it's released. It's not the week or not the day. So I had to wait for a paycheck, but this year things are a little better. So I was able to buy cornucopia, and she came out with Festivus for the rest of us, baby. And it's so pretty. Look at those colors. And her new sparkle base. I've been buying everything on her new sparkle base. I feel like it's irritating when I'm like, I want that on sparkle. Can you make sure I get that on sparkle? I mean, I don't say that to her, but she's like, are you getting it on sparkle? And I'm like, yes, I love your sparkle base. So anyway, it's got red, it's got blues, it's got yellows, it's got greens. It's perfect. And I actually bought a sriracha, which I hadn't had one of her srirachas before. Oh my god, this is the most beautiful red. I needed a red mini. I don't know, I have a Fame mini too, which would also look good. But y'all, she came out with a Hanukkah colorway, and I just ordered it because she just came out with it, so I ordered it. It'll be here next time, I promise. Naughty Mrs. Claus on sparkle, y'all. How fun is this? What's really sad is I should really knit my oldest sister a shawl out of this. I have some... the Johnny Cash colorway. It's her black, which I say is not black because it's so tonal and so beautiful, and I can knit with it. It's not San Quentin. Y'all, it's a Johnny Cash reference. And I'm so sorry, but Lola Did It has a pseudo black, very charcoal, delicious, Folsom. It's Folsom, like Folsom Prison Blues. So I have like probably 60 grams left of a skein of fingering weight Folsom. I don't even remember which base, but I really should. I'm a good sister. Make my oldest sister something out of this, but I hearts it. That's a little much though. Yo, these colors are sexy. Lauren does the best job, and so she just restocked with Merry Gentleman and Hippo for Hanukkah, so I have both of those coming. I need to knit more faster. So I'm gonna store these holiday colorways with my holiday socks in my box because they'll go in there, you guys. They fit in there nicely. Can you count Star Wars colorways as holiday colorways since the movie's coming out in December? Look at this. Look at this. Okay. I'm getting all flustered and excited talking about yarn. Also, because it is Get Your Yarn Wishes granted season, I haven't been able to grant as many wishes this year as I would like to, but I did a huge Christmas swap, which my partner got hers. I did the Advent calendar swap with Spicy Homemakers Group, and my package went to Australia. And I actually sent her 2 packages because one of my partner's wishes was to try all the pumpkin spice things. So I sent her lots of like pancake mix and pumpkin spice Pop-Tarts and some candies. And some actual jars of pumpkin spice because, you know, I love pumpkin spice, and I was excited to share it with someone who doesn't have a plethora of pumpkin spice around. So I answered. It was the only reason I couldn't grant as many wishes as I wanted is because it's expensive to ship stuff to Australia, yo. So, but I gave her what I think is a magnificent calendar. Well, the calendar is not that fancy. It's fine. But the stuff inside, like the minis, are a bunch of dyers that she hasn't tried before, including some dyers she's always wanted to try. I had some minis I could give her, and I had several things that were hard to get that I minied up for her from my stash. It made me very happy to do that. And then what I wished for was this year's Candy Cane colorway by West Yorkshire Spinners, just because I thought if somebody had ordered a few of those that maybe they wouldn't be knitting them all. And, you know, I thought it was kind of a small thing, and I said, or any Christmas themed yarn. This is what I got. Oh, can you see this? Okay. First of all, there is some knitted wit in DK. This is a 280 yard skein of knitted wit DK in the Dirty Santa colorway, which is beautiful. My lighting is weird in here today, but the colors are showing up good on screen, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Sorry, I have like a fuzz face now that I've been inhaling all the yarn. I also got, never tried knitted wit before. Very excited. The second skein of yarn is fingering. It's an 80/20. It's House of a la Mode, which I've never tried, and this is the Dirty Snow Cone colorway. Love this green. Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, oh, I just had out a skein of green fingering that I got sent last year. That I was like, I'm pretty sure I just saw something recently. I need a skein of green to go with. That would go beautiful with this in a shawl or something. Then I got Haven Fiber Arts, which I've never heard of, and I'm really sorry if everybody else has heard of them and I haven't. This is worsted in Guilty Pleasure. Look at those colors. Look at that. This is going to be a hat. I don't know that it's going to be for me. It might be for me. It might be a gift hat, but I think it would make a beautiful hat. I'm going to try not to cough now. Look at this Mad Papa speckling. Look at it. It's super sexy, yo. Okay. Sorry I keep saying yo. It's like yo MTV Raps up in here. And then, sweet individual, who is now my bestie from Instagram. This is all Kate Celine yarn. This is DK, I'm pretty sure. Yep, this is DK. And I don't know what this says. So if you do, please tell me, because I can't read that. My best guess is Wingeries Oswards. And then the most beautiful Christmassy mini skeins I've ever seen. And I'm so torn on whether to make scrappy Christmas socks, which is what I really think I'm going to make with them. Or just add squares to a blanket, because I'm about to start a scrappy blanket. I have a whole box of minis downstairs waiting to turn into something. And then this feels like DK. So, but I'm pretty sure this is also a Kate. Oh, it is a Kate Celine colorway because it has that red string on it. It was by itself, but you guys, These are just, they're so pretty, and it was so much, and I just asked for one little skein of yarn, and I hope my Yarn You Wish Granted person is as happy as I am. My Yarn You Wish person specifically asked for a project bag. I was like, what is it? I'm looking at one. It's a project bag that was not Christmas themed, so I custom ordered one for her from One Sock Wonder, because I'm pretty sure the last time I podcast I showed a bag, which I don't have in front of me now, but it was a Halloween themed bag, and I had ordered it from One Sock Wonder, and the workmanship was just beautiful. And if you follow One Sock Wonder on Instagram and you need a project bag, order one from her, y'all, because they are gorgeous, and she's gonna have a baby. Let's give her some extra money. Let's love her the way the knitting community can, and buy things from her because she makes beautiful products, and we support one another. So let's be supportive, you guys. I'm gonna have to run. My stepson got home from college today, and we're meeting him for dinner in a little while. I'm very excited. I miss him very much. The two boys came once a week this summer before one moved to Texas and one went back to college, and I miss them so much. It's kind of crazy. But I thank you so much for stopping by today. Don't forget, if you are knitting projects for the May the 4th Knit With You Cal, that is ongoing until December 15th, and it is anything that is made with Star Wars yarn or from a Star Wars inspired pattern or reminds you in some way of Star Wars. My droids hat that I showed you earlier is another finished, or the first, that may be the first finished Star Wars project that I have, but I'm about to have some more, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your week.